we started our next road trip to spread Dhamma in America. Again, we are experiencing some issues with the car, like it happened last time when we started the previous trip. Anyway, this video is devoted not to the defilements in the car system, but to the defilements in my mind. It's been a while since I shared last time something like that. But recently I posted, just yesterday, I posted my written text, and today there will be the second part of that text, a contemplation about learning and experiencing Dhamma for all, not only for myself, and learning from the mistakes of others. So exactly this is this type of video where I share the mistakes on my mind and I expose them shamelessly. What I'm going to do also now, some mistake that I noticed and I thought to share with the others for the benefit of all. So, as I said, we are on a road trip. I got an offer of pistachio nuts, a box, and I got here, I have in my lap, I got a handful of these pistachios to crack them now. It's a perfect time. Sometime already after breakfast, yet before lunch, like about 10 a.m. now. Good time to crack them, because I still try to keep 8 precepts. And well, I try to keep 8 precepts, but in Tabarwa style, without attachment. It means that we are on the road trip and it's never sure when it will be the appropriate moment to stop. Of course, we can prioritize and always stop at the right time for food, like before 12 at 11:30 to finish before midday. But then it will be doing with attachment, prioritizing only the time and not the other activities directed to doing good deeds and supporting our way to do good deeds. So we do without attachment, and I practice 8 precepts of not eating after midday, by not eating after the midday meal, which might happen at 1 p.m. or rarely, but sometimes even at 2 p.m. And then I don't eat. Not all members of Tabarwa trip group keep 8 precepts, and I know by my own experience that when I was more free to eat through the whole day, we are used to take some snacks. We are used to grab some food just out of habit, not because of the necessity of the body, not because we really need to maintain it or satisfy the hunger. We are just used to have something in our mouth and snack and crack. So when I had these pistachios, just a handful, and they're nice, I felt like maybe I should take another handful and keep them aside for tomorrow, so that then tomorrow I can also have them, because otherwise people who eat later, they can finish them all and I won't have tomorrow. And this is the defilement that takes roots in greed and of course in delusion, in the wrong understanding. This is the wrong understanding of something as real and someone as real, and taking this life as real, as there is today, there is tomorrow, and this desire to satisfy myself for tomorrow. While at the same very moment, luckily, thanks to the practice of mindfulness and detachment, appeared the right understanding, and not alone. Not only that I noticed the mistakes and could blame myself, could judge myself, why are you like this, you shouldn't be, and then still keep thinking about that and hesitating. Probably it is already the previous stage of the practitioner's mind, while now the mind arose already with the wholesome quality. Once I had this idea of maybe having another handful, I immediately had the idea of not taking it for tomorrow because I shouldn't keep anything for tomorrow. Tomorrow is never sure, and tomorrow is another day. There will be tomorrow, there will be food for tomorrow. It shouldn't be particularly the same. I shouldn't particularly attach to the taste and to liking this one and wanting it for tomorrow. And if others eat them all, may they enjoy, may they benefit from this. This is the quality of renunciation. this is the quality of paramis. There are 10 paramis that are describing an enlightened person, and we try to cultivate those paramis in ourselves by our everyday activities. Those paramis, I mean, like, shortly, there is the parami of equanimity, of dana, of determination. And exactly, determination is the parami that is very useful to practice with keeping precepts. This is when we set our mind with the idea to... This is another form of doing with detachment. In Tabarwa, we detach, like I'm speaking now about precepts. This is not directly a precept. This is the brother of Sayadaw. He joined the trip now because we had some lack of drivers, and he's joining us out of his goodwill. He had other plans, other intentions to do, but he's joining the trip just to help us drive till the point where other Tabarwa members join, and they will be able to drive, and he will fly back. He invests his time, he invests his health, he invests his finances for this flight after. He does what is necessary to do. He is practicing in this way. He is practicing also selfless, doing out of the limits. So this is a good example, and the example that I'm showing to you, this is just so cute. He is falling asleep. He was driving before. He's a bit tired. That we don't keep strict attachment to doing like this or not doing like that, because it is necessary for him to sit in the first row, to sit not far from Sayadaw, who is sitting there, and sometimes to communicate, sometimes to discuss something. And I'm sitting here as also I discuss with Sayadaw. Of course, we can say that, oh, those are just excuses. No, you should still keep separate men and women, and especially a nun. But in Tabarwa, we pay attention to doing good deeds and doing only, without self, just doing by living the present moment with the right understanding of know someone, know something. Nothing bad happened that he unconsciously was drifting on me. And this was cute and funny. So, and I could develop the subject and explain to you more about how Tabarwa functions. So, back to pistachio nuts. The quality of renunciation arose on my mind. Although these pistachios are so nice, I easily felt different mind behavior, mind decision, not to take another handful of these nuts, but he can't drive, so yeah, the driver says suddenly that he's too tired, he cannot drive. So yeah, good that he could take a nap. Auline will drive now. Okay, so okay, drivers are changing. Real moment.
Huh? Do you want to drive or
situation.
Do you want me to drive?
Yeah, I can drive.
Okay.
That one drove already all night. Okay, you see, real life situation. Okay, so well, I actually described already the idea that thanks to the regular practice of mindfulness with detachment that we practice in our daily activities, when we not specifically not particularly having any strong defilements arising on the mind, for sure at that moment we practice, but even in the states of neutral feeling, of equanimity, of not having any strong positive or negative states of mind, we still practice. We try to practice in every moment, and this gives the power to the mind to use the mindfulness and detachment in all those situations when its power is really necessary. Exactly with the example of these pistachios, when first greed arose, not mine, not I am greedy, not I am really desiring to have for myself, not to give to others. This is just To know about the mind, this is just to understand as no self, just another mind moment, and to detach and not to judge, to understand that everything has its cause and effect. If this state of mind comes, it had previous cause to appear now. It had previous cause probably from some animal life, when I had to take care of my food, to accumulate it maybe through the season of summer and autumn, because I might not have in winter, or some other processes. It can be just a natural instinct. So I shouldn't grasp it as me and mine. This is not Sayale Amoha who is greedy. Same as I'm not grasping now the wholesome state of mind of renunciation. Just knowing only, knowing one and the other, and understanding that the wholesome states of mind, they appear because I'm creating new causes. And I'm creating also not to grasp, not to attach, just to know only. I encourage you to practice in this way, to notice defilements on your mind, to be open to share them to others, and to practice together as a Sangha.